Traveling with cash much? News Center 7 found out law enforcement can take it without you ever facing criminal charges.
More than $1 million was seized at Dayton International Airport in the last 5 years. News Center 7's Mason Fletcher looked into the trend and learned the steps you should take if this happens to you.
I've never been in a situation to where I was being treated as a terrorist or a criminal.
Brian Moore Jr. was flying from Atlanta to Los Angeles to shoot a music video. Along with his travel essentials, he had cash in his bags that he was planning to use to pay for the video.
I had about $8,500 on me.
Shortly after entering the airport, his excitement for the trip was gone, and so was his cash. It was taken from him by law enforcement.
They announced we were about to start boarding, and I was approached by two women.
They were both DEA agents and started by asking if he was carrying drugs or weapons. When he told them he wasn't, they asked if he was carrying cash and how much. Moore explained the money was being used for the music video, and he got it from the sale of his grandfather's car that he had inherited. But it didn't matter.
They put my money in a big Ziploc bag, and they told me I was free to go. They were like, you might want to leave or you're going to miss your flight.
Just like that, Moore's money was gone without ever hearing about a potential crime.
I was never charged, never convicted of.
And he didn't get it back.
The government's stealing from people. I don't see it any differently than that. There's no legal basis for them to be taking this money.
It happens every day at airports across the country. Brian Jocelyn is an attorney in Ohio and has fought against this for decades. He told me the seizures start way before a DEA agent contacts someone.
From my experience, I believe that TSA in many cases tips off a DEA agent that is on site to indicate that there's potentially large sums of money in their bags because they can see it when they go through the scanner.
He added that for most of the cases he sees, the seizures happen because the DEA is suspicious of the large sum of cash and thinks it has something to do with illegal activity. But in 2017, a Department of Justice Inspector General audit found that out of a sample of 100 DEA seizures, only 44 fit the bill, meaning that more than half didn't relate to or create any investigation and never led to arrest or convictions. Jocelyn told me agents are hoping to sweep it under the rug because most people don't know where to start to get it back. Brian Moore Jr. went a different route.
I thought I would at least find out what I did wrong. And to this day, I still haven't found out what was suspicious about me or what I did that was suspicious.
He sued to get his money back, and after a grueling process of lawsuits, only saw a percentage of what he lost.
After about an almost 2-year process, I got back a little under $3,000.
Now, last year, Congress introduced the FAIR Act. It would require police to prove the money is from criminal activity and limit their ability to seize cash solely because of suspicion of a crime. Now, at this time, the plan still sits in the House in D.C.